All right, good morning. Welcome to September 17th, 2024 live stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. Today we do have some red folder news. Core retail sales here at 8:30 Eastern time, which already passed. I did want to note how so we have completed our weekly objective here. On NQ, we completed the weekly objective by taking out previous week's high. And yeah, so if you're, like I said, if we're thinking this in terms of weekly power of 3, I believe the weekly low has already been set on Monday. So we tapped into a daily fair value gap here on NQ, and then we are starting to expand higher here. So I do want to see higher prices on, like I said, on NQ and the indices. So if we are seeing higher prices on the indices, we should be attacking September 2nd's high of day, and quite possibly we could attack even previous month's high. So that is my my analysis coming into today is higher prices. We did complete the daily objective already as well. We took out previous day high, and like I said, we took out previous week's high during the pre-market. I don't trade the pre-market, so there wasn't really an opportunity for me to be a part of it, but yeah. Just note that we did take out, like I said, previous week's high. So on the 4-hour time frame, it looks like we are going to create some sort of 4-hour fair value gap. So depending on how we close here will tell me if we will treat this 4-hour fair value gap as a breakaway gap, or will we treat this as a gap that we could retrace back into and quite possibly get some sort of long. So yeah, notice how and still we're still below this monthly open. We didn't, like I said, we didn't get any opportunities to be a buyer below the weekly open, because like I said, this move, whenever we took out previous week's high, this move it took place during the pre-market, so wasn't awake at the time. And you just have to just, be on the sideline and watch. But it appears that we probably have created a Asia low of the day type of scenario here. And in this upcoming, 35 minutes, will tell me, like I said before, will tell me if we are going to retrace into this 4-hour fair value gap or not. And notice how we disrespected this 4-hour SIBI, 6-hour SIBI, 8-hour SIBI, and 10-hour SIBI. So we're disrespecting bearish PD arrays to attack previous week's high. So this made sense for us to, disrespect that SIBI. Because in narrative, the higher time frame narrative, like I said, is to take out previous week's high. And if I go back to my weekly market outlook, I stated that I wanted to see us take out previous week's high on NQ and ES. So ES, we did take out previous week's high as well. And it appears that we are most likely going to attack September 2nd's high of day. ES, it's like a really clear market maker buy model here. So there's the original consolidation, a smart money reversal, buy, low risk. I think it's first stage distribution and then second stage distribution. But notice how this move up is so much faster than this move down. On the buy side of a curve, on the buy side of a market maker buy model, it's going to be a lot faster and just faster in general. So this would be your first stage accumulation. Notice how excuse me. But notice how on the right side here, this is actually where our first stage distribution is. And yeah, I mean, higher prices is is to be expected here. Reason being, like I said, notice how the weekly candle closed. It's a bullish candle. On the daily time frame, you get more of a story here. We're creating displacement candles on the daily time frame. So that means we're displacing on the daily time frame, and we have a bullish weekly candle. That means we can anticipate higher prices for us to at least take out previous week's high. And yeah. So objective here for today is we want to see us take out. I want to see us take out the news high. So here's, I would consider this sao mai hôm nay xe còn lại nữa hả? Sao hả? Chị còn đi gym rồi đi đâu, đi nhà được? Hôm nay không mang mà anh đi làm được hả?
Không.
Sao?
Nó không có muốn mang.
Hả?
Chắc nó ba giờ.
Ba về mấy giờ?
3 giờ.
No, nếu mà má làm chị đó chị còn chị lái xem. Tại sao hôm nay không mang má đi làm được? Nó không muốn, hôm nay nó làm ra không muốn dậy lê ra làm, hôm nay không muốn. Bro. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Data highs, and here's data lows. So I do want to see us take out at least data highs or lows here. And yeah, I don't, there is this 15-minute fair value gap here too, right here, that we could retrace back into. There's another one below that. So there's the New York AM open. So let's take a look at what we do here. YM, it looks like we are trading lower here at the moment. And so let's see if we can get a retracement into this 4-hour fair value gap. Well, we'll see. It depends. We still have 30 minutes, so. We might actually take up the data highs here on NQ actually. We'll see. Well, I mean, I don't trade the first 30 minutes, so this is all just more structure for me to kind of align myself with. So let's see. So NQ, we've taken out data highs, and ES, we failed to do that. So let's see. So we took out data highs on NQ. Like I said, yes, we've yet to do that. So that's just something that I do want to keep in mind. So now we get a, you know, some sort of retracement back inside this range, or will we continue to expand higher? But yeah, we still have room, a lot of room left to continue higher on NQ. Like I said, we still have September 2nd high, September 2nd's high, July 27th high. Oh, I'm sorry, no, this is September and August 27th high. August 26th into August 24th high of day. So we still have a lot of liquidity left. And like I said, if we think this in terms of the monthly power of 3 as well, what did this previous monthly candle do? We created a really, you know, bullish monthly candle. So we can anticipate that previous monthly candle's high to be taken. And it appears that we could do that this week with FOMC. So yeah. Let's go back to the 15-minute time frame bellwether chart, and just pay attention to how we close here on the 4-hour and 8-hour time frame. One thing that I do want to note before I do start this New York AM session is, if we expanded higher Asian London session, New York AM session tends to be, you know, a consolidation or retracement. So that could be a daily profile here as well. So we could have some sort of consolidation, but how we close here on the 4-hour would tell me if we are going to consolidate or not. So let me actually note that. So 17, Tuesday. So after expanding higher on NQ during Asia and London session, I am anticipating for the New York AM session to be some sort of consolidation or retracement. So because we expanded so much during the Asian and London session, the New York AM session could be some sort of consolidation or retracement, like I said. So on NQ, it looks like we are attacking the daily data lows now. And did we just take that out, or did we just miss it by like, or did we get it to the tick? Okay, so we actually just stopped right there. So okay, I'm pretty sure, I believe we are going to take out data lows. I don't see this being a left behind here. I think this is rollover day actually. Hold on, let me check on YouTube. Homie ICT probably has it. ICT probably will tell us if we are going to have to roll over or not.
This is the Google Pixel 9, and this is what Trash Talk used to look like before you could ask Gemini to make an image of wide receiver gloves made out of butter. Their guys have been dropping stuff all day.
Nationwide is more than you think.
Definitely. Their resources help me create
I
customized
thought this guy
retirement
doesn't have
income
ads
plans
on his
that
stuff.
help
This guy's
clients
probably
feel more
running.
confident.
Helping them get
Okay.
in their comfort zone, their retirement comfort zone.
Good zone.
Like my other favorite zone, cow zone.
Oh, okay, so he's on a December contract already. So actually, let me get my stuff rolled over to the December contract here. Okay, so guess we gotta start. We gotta go over to the December contract here. So we gotta get on to the Z. The Z stands, I guess the Z stands for December. So now I have to do a completely new chart here. So first off, let's start off with marking out the previous week's high. So this is one thing that I just dislike about rollover is I have to reset my whole freaking charts here. This week's low. Previous monthly low. And this is previous month high. Previous month high. On the hourly chart, I'm gonna mark out do want to mark out previous day highs and lows here. Previous day high. And previous day low. I don't think prices, I'm not anticipating a previous day low to be attacked. That is something that is not anticipated for me. Let's mark out the daily fair value gap here. Daily FVG, and they should be in font 10. Okay, 15-minute chart. Am I missing anything? Oh, I gotta get the weekly open. Okay. This is one thing I don't like about rollovers. I believe this is actually the most accurate. Yeah, this is the monthly open here actually. So monthly open. That's the monthly open. Where's the weekly open here? Here's the weekly open. And this is actually how I break down everything here too, to be honest. Step by step of how I go down from top down analysis here. And I have OCD, so to make sure everything aligns with Friday, 12 p.m. And yeah, so like I said, first 30 minutes I don't really care too much about what we do, but stay patient. Like I said, consolidation. We could anticipate some sort of consolidation during the New York AM Open, so just be on the lookout for that. And let me get the sell side levels here. So we have sell side here. There's sell side liquidity. We have more sell side liquidity here too. I'm gonna just choose the highest high because that is actually the relative equal high. So August 29th, so 829 high. That would be my targets there. We have more liquidity up here as well, so here August 26th. high, and this is August 23rd. I'll leave that actually at the end of the week because I don't anticipate we expand out much higher. I'll leave it right there. Okay, so yeah, just probably gonna stick to the 15-minute time frame right now. We still have about 15 minutes left, so continue to watch. And like I said, just pay attention to how we close here on this 4-hour candle. If we close above the previous 4-hour candle's high, or will we, have some type of like this type of closure. If we close like this, that means we can anticipate this. Yeah, bye man. And we can anticipate for us to retrace back into this 4-hour fair value gap. Yeah. Gotta get everything corrected here now. But imagine if you have to like transfer all your indicators from one chart to another. That would be so tedious. That would be extremely tedious. But yeah, I did want to show you guys that I did anticipate for us to take out previous week's high. This is a pat on the back. This is me. You did a good job. We've had a bullish weekly candle closure previous week. So with that in mind, I can anticipate for prices to take out previous week's high. After we complete the weekly objective, I would stick to intraday models. So intraday models, what can I target with coming into the morning now? what I mean by intraday what do I mean by intraday models? Well, we still have, you know, hourly 8-hour highs here. We still have this 10-hour high. These are intraday time-based liquidity. So we have this 4-hour high, but will we get an opportunity to long? We'll see. But yeah, that's what I mean by intraday models. Like, we can target the 6-hour highs. So usually 6-hour candle closes at 12 p.m. So we can use that and target the 6-hour high. The 10-hour candle closes during the New York AM session at 2 p.m. So that it's another, you know, liquidity that gets introduced into the markets. And we have 2 4-hour candle closures. We have a 4-hour candle closure at 10 and a 4-hour candle closes at 2. And we also have an 8-hour candle closure that closes at 10 a.m. So those are time-based liquidities. Those are intraday models. And usually I like taking my models based off of the 15-minute charts. But if you are a position trader, a swing trader, you can go onto the onto the higher time frames to get a more bigger picture entry. But I like sticking to intraday models because that's just how I have been trading intraday models. Let's take a look at it on the weekly time frame here. So it appears that we are respecting this weekly fair value gap now, which is good. I do like how we are we're trading above it again. Because whenever prices closed below it the previous week, I thought to myself, okay, wow, like, we just completely disrespected this massive BISI here. So that means if we have disrespected this massive BISI, could we have attacked, could we be attacking, you know, having a market reversal? But the previous week told me that we're probably not, because we got this massive expansion up higher again. And yeah. Okay, so it looks like on NQ and NQ we are getting some sort of retracement. So I do want to see ES catch up and take out 7:30 a.m. high, or sorry, 7:35 a.m. low. But yeah, it looks like we are trading below the weekly open again here. We could be getting retracement back below the weekly open. But like I said, if we're thinking this in terms of the weekly power of 3, I would like to that we have created a low of day on Monday. And I don't want to see this low get traded past again or get traded below. So it appears we probably did create that low of day on Monday, and now we're getting that, you know, one last chance to be a buyer below the weekly open. So yeah, if there's any bullish models here that presents itself that's below the, you know, weekly open, then that would really intrigue me. But we did gap up today here, so I do want to see how we how we treat this gap. Will we get like a complete closure below the RTH gap, or will we only trade below the, you know, the consequent encroachment of the RTH gap? I think this on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so that very light shaded pink area right there is the RTH gap. And now pay attention to how it aligns with the let me make this a little bit darker so you guys can see it. But notice how the low of the RTH gap is actually below the previous 4-hour candle's low, lower than that. So like I said, I'm not, so like if we're taking in terms of price structure with RTH gaps and stuff like that, I am not anticipating a complete closure of the RTH gap. That doesn't really suggest bullish price action. But how far can we go? Like how low can we go? Well, if I were to take any short models here, it would be a short to target the equilibrium of this price range from Asia's lows to the 9:30 a.m. high. That would be if I were to short, that would be as low as I would go, because now technically we would be in discount of this dealing range here. If I'm anticipating a Asia low of the day. So this low should be strong. It's a strong low in my head. But yeah, if I were to short today, it would be to the discount of this price range. And we just did that, so I'm not going to short anymore. But I'm going to change this RTH gap back to the regular 10% because I don't like how it's too... I want it to be like very slightly, like I can barely see it. 6 more minutes left. So 15 minute, 30 minute, hourly, 4 hour. What are they suggesting? Lower prices. And let's take a look. What if we're actually trading back inside this dealing range equilibrium? So that means we can actually target London lows. So yeah, like I said, if we get a closure on the 4 hour and if we can get a bearish closure on the 15 minute, the hourly, the 30 minute, and the 4 hour, then that would suggest to me, hey, we could be trading lower here. But let's see, I actually need to get my my trading platform here on. So give me 1 second. The smell of spaghetti is actually, that aroma is quite pleasant. So there is so I just logged in to my thing. So like I said, if I were to short here, I would like to see a bearish 15-minute candle get created, and a bearish 30-minute, a bearish 1 hour, and a bearish 4 hour. But it depends as well on if we can create some sort of entry pattern. But 10-minute looks yucky. 5-minute does not look good as well. 3-minute, 4-minute looks. I don't know actually. I don't really know. We'll see. $8:56, about 4 minutes left till this till the 10 o'clock open. And here's the thing where 10 o'clock reversal, there's a lot of these, a lot of these things that gets introduced where like they talk about, oh, this is the lunch reversal, lunch continuation. I don't like those those things that gets introduced into the market, like not those things, but those concepts make absolutely no sense, because a market reverse, a 10 o'clock reversal, is not going to happen every single day. You have to align it with like narrative. So we are retracing right now during 9:30 and like the opening range. We're bullish on the higher time frame. So if we're retracing on, during the first 30 minutes, that means we could get an expansion, but we don't. That doesn't occur every single day. That's just something whenever I got introduced to trading, whenever like TGIF, that's a trade concept that ICT talks about. Does TGIF happen every single Friday? Heck no, that does not happen every single Friday. And he teaches it as if, or like the narrative is that, oh, just watch out for TGIF. But the understanding is that TGIF does not occur every single day, which kind of, frustrates me, because I don't know why someone would introduce a concept and not go, hey, this is just like, you have to understand narrative for you to understand TGIF. And that's just like one of those things where I'm just like, dang, like if I was taught that a little bit, if I was taught that it doesn't happen every single time, then I wouldn't be looking for, like, every single Friday. That's just something that I feel like it's like a scar almost, I feel like. But yeah, I'm sorry for venting. I don't know. I shouldn't have been venting there, but just something I did want to mention is, like I said, those type of things do not occur every single day. You have to understand. I think narrative truly is the most important thing in price action, and understanding ICT concepts is narrative. Is there a reason for price to do this right now? Did we create this bullish candle because we came into some sort of bullish PD array? Did we create this bearish candle because we came into a bearish PD array? That's, that should be understood first. So I do want to mark out the 10 o'clock open here, because if we view prices as fractal, and we want to be trading with the daily candlesticks or daily power of 3, we should be able to do that on almost every single time frame. 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute. If you view prices in a way like that, you will be presented with a lot of setups. The thing is, whenever you are introduced to a lot of setups, you're then introduced to a lot of entry patterns and just a lot of opportunities. But the one deciding that X factor that gives you an edge in the market is your model. Even though there's a lot of setups that occur in a trading day, your model will really narrow down your trades. So one of the things that I've been really trying to practice on is being really selective with my trades, because the way I trade is, there's a lot of setups that occur the way I trade, but I'm constantly reminded that I can you can't beat the market. You shouldn't even view the market as something that you can beat. It's simply it's almost like an opportunity type of thing, where you're given this opportunity to, can you extract some sort of that tangible thing from the markets? Can you not? One of those type of things. But yeah, the model, you're with the style of trading, you're probably, allow tons of setups because, like I said, if you view every single hourly candle, 4-hour candle, 8-hour candle as a daily candle, and you want to be targeting that quote unquote daily high or daily low, but you apply that knowledge with a 4-hour and hourly candle, whatever time frame you want to be on, you're going to be presented with a lot of setups. But the way, like I said before, the way you narrow it down, the way you can be more selective and you really want to take only those A+ models is if you have a strict rule set in mind, and you know you have to be really kind of strict in your rules, so follow them, and that's just how you're going to prevent losers. Number one thing is in trading is how can I prevent a loss? That's just something that you should be keep reminded constantly, is how can I prevent a loss, and how can I take opportunity here? Like, can I extract something from the markets right now? But yeah, going back to the actual live charts, we did create a 4-hour fair value gap. It's not as large as I thought it would be, but notice how this the previous 4-hour candle, we closed below this 4-hour candle's high. So with this creation of the fair value gap, I can anticipate for this New York AM session to retrace into that 4-hour fair value gap to expand higher. That's just a theory, but the 15-minute and the lower time frames will tell me if we will get a retracement back into this 4-hour fair value gap or not. Like, if we create a bullish 15-minute candle right now, that would suggest that we are going to see higher prices. But yeah. So this should be what? NQ. There's NQ. And continue to watch price action. Super fun. And if I'm being really honest with you guys here, I've only taken about one trade this whole entire month. NFP week, there was actually like no setups that occurred NFP week that I would have taken. Everything was so sloppy. Even CPI and PPI week, extremely sloppy price delivery. Either we get just extreme consolidation, or just really like back and forth price action, or we get like that one expansive day where you're just not even given an entry to be a part of it. And that occurred a lot. On the dollar, it looks like we are retracing. Take a look at what we're doing here on the higher time frame on the dollar here. We took out previous day low on the dollar, and it appears that we are trading back into this 6-hour, 8-hour, and 10-hour fair value gap. Yeah, we are in a 10-hour fair value gap. At about 12 hours, we are too. Okay. So I still want to see lower prices on the dollar, taking out previous month low. But yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get some spaghetti to eat. No place where I would rather be. No place where I'd rather be. No place where I'd rather be. Alright, so we are getting that expansion higher here on NQ. So this happens a lot, or not a lot, but this happens sometimes here where we create this fair value gap. It appears that we could retrace into it, but we just end up treating it as a breakaway gap. I still have yet to figure out why we do that. I'm just still in the process of like why does that happen sometimes, you know? But here, stop talking. I'm gonna enjoy my food. Interesting. Previous month's low. Previous week low. Previous weekly high. We've taken up buy side here on ES. Now, I mean, what other buy side levels do we have? We have all-time highs. Yeah, I honestly can't tell you how. It appears that we just created or completed the market maker buy model on ES. So previous day low and previous day high. Oh shoot. Let's take a look at ES again. I'm sorry. I need to do the monthly and weekly open here. There's the monthly open. Let me get out the weekly open here now. Here's the weekly open. All right, so we're chilling now. Chilling. Let's go back to NQ, and yeah. Interesting. We're already thinking out 9-3 high. Okay. see if we can get some sort of expansion here to catch up with for NQ to catch up with ES, but we might not even get that. Excuse me. Alright, so like I said before, after expanding higher on NQ during the Asia and London session, I am anticipating for the New York AM session to be some sort of consolidation or retracement. What do we get? Some sort of consolidation. So unless we can get a clear power of 3 model that has time frame alignment between, you know, the New York between the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and the hourly, and if we can get some sort of a displacement on the lower time frames, then I would be more fond of taking an entry. But here, not really anything to target, or not. I'm sorry, not target, but to take in. So I do want to go over some of the pros and cons here with you guys. Usually some puzzles, and then we'll see where we go from there. I'm confused. Am I going this way? I'll go here. He takes. I take. Pin. But I take there and then. Oh, he still has to go this way. Bro, I'm so confused about which way I was going. Okay. White. What am I? I'm getting my queens under attack. So it appears I can go here because then I'll be attacking this king and he has to go here. Oh yeah, see that's is it move here? And I think I go here. Why is that? Why can't he can't take it? Can he? Oh, whoops. Sacrifices the rook. Okay. I think they have a. I think they're seeing some sort of checkmate here. Oh. Da-da. Oh. So, check here. Oh, go here. He's gonna try to do that. I take here. So check. He moves back. I'm getting in close proximity for the checkmate. He moves his knight to prevent checkmate. I sack the rook. He comes in with his queen to help, and I just take his queen with my knight instead of the rook, because if I take it with the rook, then I can't really do anything, but with the knight I can. Skewer the pieces. I go there, he'll be in check. Oh. Oh, I remember this. So I do this. Okay. Shit. I think I just forgot it. I can't go here because and then just go here. So I go here. Oh, I remember it now. Sack the rook. Check. Alright, let's see if I can remember the sequence here. Here, sack the rook, check here, take it with my bishop, check, checkmate. Ugh. Check, give him a check. Give him a nut. Oh, whoops. Alright, let's focus up here. Come in here with this. That. Bring in my queen. He can't do anything to stop it. He stops it by his knight. I take his knight. He takes my thing. And do that. Here. The thing is to line it up. Super. Can I just? Wow. Wait, but why would I need to take? Can't I just here? He can't even go here or here. So I go here. Oh, he probably brings this out. That's why. That's why you sack the rook first. Sack the rook. Sack the rook. And then now he can't do it. He doesn't have time to catch up. was a genius play, actually. Wow, an hour and 11 minutes, and we still haven't gotten anything yet. I'm actually gonna do me a favor and turn off the stream. There's nothing for me to do. I feel like I've gone over a lot of stuff this stream. So thank you guys so much for